Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always and welcome back to Age of Engineering. In the last episode, we made a bunch of machines from Immersive Engineering. We made specifically this squeezer, the fermenter, and the refinery, all so that we could produce biodiesel. And today we are going to be using all of this biodiesel, all 2 buckets of this, to generate a lot of power. Now, between episodes, I did a lot of work, and we'll get to that momentarily. But before we do, 2 things. I need to go back to the overworld to sleep, because it looks like it's raining. I don't want it to be raining. And I also need to go back and grab some iron bars, because I want to store all these liquids. And in order to do that, we're going to need a handful of tanks. And, well, that requires iron. We're a little low on iron, to be honest, so hopefully we have some iron bars in there. I knew about that. And hopefully we can grab some more. I don't know that we have any more iron. Let's see, iron bars should be in here. Cool, we have exactly enough. And then we're also going to need some glass, which we should have. Otherwise, I've got some right here. Cool. So we'll have enough iron for this. I don't know how much iron we're going to need in total for all of the biodiesel generator. Or I guess it's just called the diesel generator. We'll have to play it by ear. If we need to go mining for a little bit, it shouldn't be too hard to find a little bit of iron and get that processed and all that. So yeah. We're going to be moving these machines, and unfortunately we're going to be moving them on camera. I moved everything else though. I just want to make sure we don't have any other iron just lying around. And yeah, because this is all the iron we have currently. I need to mine before next episode, so that's something. So 2 more fluid tanks. And that one's configured, but that's fine. So we want fluid tanks so that we can start getting different materials, getting the different liquids in in storage, so that we can use it whenever we want. That way, we can make all the biodiesel we want, and if we're not using the power, hopefully the diesel generator won't be active. So let's just make sure this one is empty. And I don't know. I think orange is output, and it is. Cool. So there's that. And this guy is now completely empty. So we'll pick up the biodiesel, and we get to break all of these machines. So hopefully we have enough inventory space. We should. And I've got everything laid out, ready for us to go ahead and basically just take this stuff over there and set it up. So let's just grab everything out of this. And today we're going to be making the diesel generator, so that is exciting. This has a little over a bucket of plant oil. There we go. And this guy has a little bit of ethanol. Not much. Are we going to have the inventory space for all this? Yes, we should. So we'll just go ahead and break all this stuff and move it over there so that we can actually get some use out of it. Now, we're not going to have enough room. Oh, well, we can get most of this set up anyways, because we are now out of room. What we can do is go ahead and put that away, and that should give us the rest of the room we need, because this just has cauldrons. That's the only difference. But yeah, so between episodes, I set up the post, which is a temporary solution until we can get a lot of power cables. That's just going to take a while to get, more than anything. So I just set up some posts and just ran them over there. This is just treated wood and stone bricks, so it's not that hard. You can climb these. It's a little finicky for some reason. I'm not entirely sure, but you can climb those, which is really cool. And this is going to be the Immersive Engineering area. Currently I have set up the coke ovens, which are not extracting for some reason. Oh, I need to do this. So insert on brown, extract on brown, always active. Same with this guy. So just some simple wire setup, nothing major going on here. The only difference is I do have this set up so that some creosote oil goes into the ender fluid tank, while the rest will go hopefully into the fluid trash can, and that will make sure we get coal coke. And I just come over here, put coal in there, and we'll get coal coke out. And then this guy will have a chest here for iron and all that kind of stuff. And then it runs from the back here down underneath it to put the slag in, and then the steel will go there. I will have to eventually get a cable facade or a conduit facade, whatever they're called. I think it is conduit facade for right here. I probably won't worry about this one, so that's just something later. So that is this room, and then we have the press room, which I have enough set up for 4 metal presses, one for each of the molds. And the one mold that we're missing is gear. I don't know how useful that will be, but we're gonna set it up anyways. So these are all spaced out and whatnot. And then back here is where we have for the stuff we just broke down. So this is where it's all gonna go, and we just got to figure out what goes where. So plant oil will go here. Ethanol will go here, and then biodiesel will go here. And I want to configure this, so turn that off. Alright, so let's see what we need to build. The only other things that we are probably going to end up needing is the crusher and the arc furnace. If we do, what we'll probably end up doing is setting up a another room over here with a door like right here. So 1, 2. I might have to move these guys back one, but that shouldn't be a problem. But we can set up stuff here if we need to. But anyways, let's go ahead and make the refinery first. So I want to see if we set this fluids are input and output through orange mark at the front. Perfect. I want it on the front, so we're going to build it exactly as it is. And those are the heavy engineering blocks. So those go in the center. And then redstone, so we can break all this stuff. And we'll get biodiesel set up, and then we'll have to set up a couple more conduits. I think we'll have to make a little bit more of the conduits, so we need this, like so, and light engineering blocks. Redstone goes here, and then fluid pipes down the center, and then sheet metal on both sides. So pretty easy. And then we smack engineering block. So let's make sure it works and set up how we want it to be. And that is orange. Perfect. So biodiesel will be output here. I don't believe it matters the input, so what we can do is something like this. And that will be an insert. And that'll be an insert. And then power goes here. So we'll need some conduits. And I left it some room in the back just in case. So something like that. And wiring for power is probably going to be messy for the time being, but that's fine. So this is plant oil. So which one makes plant oil? Is it the squeezer? Yes. Squeezer makes plant oil. So this is the one that goes here. We just need to do, let's see, light engineering here. Then we'll need these guys like so, with the redstone block there. And like so, with some fluid pipes. And I think the other one is pretty much identical. And then on top is the wooden barrels with hopper I didn't actually pick up. Hopefully it's still over there. Is it? Am I missing it in my inventory? There's the steel. I think we lost a hopper. Okay, that's not a big deal. Just gonna lose iron. Just want to make sure real quick. I don't see a hopper. Oh, it's a piston, not a hopper. Right here it is. Never mind, never mind. I'm mistaken. Okay, so piston and then the metal fences, and hopefully we did this right. I believe the piston goes here. Metal fences, we smack this guy, and outputs there. Perfect. So power goes there, and we can input stuff here. So what we can do is we can eventually have a chest right here with item conduit. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I don't want to waste the item conduits, but we do need to go ahead and get power. And for right now, we're just going to run this at this level. Later, we'll probably run it underground or something. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but there we go. And then same basic thing over here. So once again, we need to make the fermenter, and let's see, fluid pipes is probably what we'll need. So the fermenter is similar. Just trying to think, we're gonna want, can we do it like this? Can we do redstone output 1 2 3 4? I believe it was cauldrons, and then sheet metal on top of that. And will that work? Nope, not like that. Perfect. So once again, power goes here. Just put one. I can't jump up that. 1 and 2, and then we'll move it over. There we go. And now all we have to do is connect this guy to a connector and wire it up. Now, will this reach? I don't actually know. Probably not. So what we'll do is we'll grab our backpack and move it up and all that kind of fun stuff. So just a matter of this again is a temporary little fix, just because I do not have the conduits to run power all the way over here, plus I don't have the road set up, so that's the other reason. So that should power all this, and all we need to do is set up enough conduits to do that kind of stuff, and we can have extract always active. This wants to be an insert, and this will store the ethanol, this will store the biodiesel, and we'll do something similar over here. And that is this room completed. And once again, we can put down a chest right here, item conduit later, and everything will be good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a bucket of biodiesel, and I'm gonna grab my list of what all the diesel generator requires, and hopefully also for right now we're gonna set this guy up with power just in case we need it, and we're just gonna immediately just plug in like so, and then same with this guy in case we need it. So everything is hooked up to power over here. Let's go ahead and build the biodiesel generator. I think we're gonna build it right here, right in this area. Yeah, we're gonna build it right here. So that is the plan. So we need a lot of stuff for this, and so let's clean up our inventory and let's get to work on this. So we need, put that away. We'll put the stone in there as well. We need to eat. So we're going to need steel scaffolding, fluid pipes, redstone engineering block, heavy engineering block, generators, and radiators. So we have some of the stuff. We have not much of it, to be honest. So the refinery not the refinery. This is in power generators. The diesel generator requires 6 steel scaffolding, 5 fluid pipes. So let's just start making this stuff. We have the fluid pipes. That is the first thing. We need a little bit more steel scaffolding. So that is pretty easy. Put that in there. So we have that stuff. We're going to need a redstone engineering block, which means we need iron, copper, and redstone. We can put the other one back. We are going to need 13 heavy engineering blocks. Now these make 2 every time, so we're going to need a bunch of pistons, and that is not good. We can use steel or iron, and honestly we have more steel than iron. So let's grab that cobblestone out of here. Well, at least half of it. And we're going to need to go mining. So we need 6 recipes worth, so we need 12 pistons. And we need more cobblestone. And wood. So a little bit more iron. We'll get the rest of the stuff while we're gonna go grab some iron out of the mines, and then we'll grab the rest of the stuff as we go. So there is 3 of the pistons. Alright, so let's go mine some iron. I have like 1 or 2 iron ores, so we'll have to go mine a little bit of iron. But basically, once we get the biodiesel generator, that should give us enough power to kind of get through making all of the different like empowered blocks that we're going to need for making all of the capacitors to make the solar generator, which is what I want to use for main power, because solar generator it's just way too good. And the main reason is because we're in a dimension that is eternal day, so never have to worry about it being night. There's a little bit of iron. And okay, there's 2 pieces of iron. Gonna need a bit more. So as you can see, I've been mining quite a bit down here. It gets better. There's more mined out the farther down you go. But iron is so plentiful. This is about the only level that I don't mine, just because there's not really much to mine there. Here's some iron. It's a good bit of iron right here. And I will clean up this later. So we got 14. That's 28 iron, half a stack. Is there any more on this floor? We'll go down one more floor and see if there's any obvious iron. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit. I've been mining quite a bit. That's why we have so much stone. And honestly, it's something that we're gonna have to deal with sooner rather than later. Is all of the stone we're getting. I do want to remake the iron, the mines. We're gonna make it a 3 wide staircase, and we're gonna lift the roof up so we're not hitting our heads constantly. That would be really nice to me. And I want to clean up the path downwards, so we're gonna probably use stone bricks and stuff and make this all look a little bit nicer. So it's just one of those things that I kind of want to do. It's completely useless. It's just I'm using this world as a building world, as well as just in general getting through this mod pack. So that's going to give us a bunch of iron. We should be good on that. I'm going to dump off the rest of the ores. So as you can see, I've got like 2 iron ore in there. And we got a little bit of marble and cobblestone, which I will throw in there. Alright, so we have all that. So we need 4 generator blocks and 9 radiator blocks. So let's get rid of the tank so we can just see what we need. So generator blocks are electrum and kinetic dynamos. So we're going to need a lot of copper. We only need 2 sets of these. So 2 kinetic dynamos is not too bad. We just need to make a bunch of copper wires. And the best way to do that is, so we're going to need 16 of these. So we need 4 recipes of this. So we need 16 copper wires. That's 8 copper in our metal press, which is really nice. Saving on the copper and saving on resources whenever you can, especially in these like intermediate craft stuff, is really nice. So it's 8 copper, and that won't take too long. So we're also going to need radiator blocks, which is water and steel and copper. We need 5 recipes of that. That's going to be more annoying to craft than anything else. So we'll get going on that relatively soon. We'll just throw the marble in here. I'll end up using it. There's 10, 12, 14, and here comes 16. So there we go. Then I think we need sticks. And I believe it's any type of stick. So we got 54 iron out of all of that. That's not too bad. That should get us all we need, all the stuff we need. So there's all of the copper. There's the copper coil blocks. And then for the kinetic dynamos, we need redstone and iron. So let's grab all of that. And let's make the rest of the pistons. And then there's those. Alright, now where is my bucket? I have a bucket of biodiesel, that's right. Do we have any other buckets? No, I don't really want to empty that. It wouldn't hurt to have another bucket. So let's go ahead and make another bucket. And we're going to need... so we need that electrum. Didn't they make electrum? It's silver and... yeah, so we need two... we need one more electrum, so we just get a piece of silver and gold. That'll make the electrum. And... that should be pretty quick. Cool. So now we can make the generator blocks. There's that. Now where is the closest water source? You know, we're gonna make this an infinite water source for now. Also ender pearls. Getting distracted just slightly. So there should be a water source not too far away. I guess we'll go over to this one. And we need to get 5 buckets worth of all of this. So this craft is going to be a little bit annoying, just because we're going to have to run back and forth, but we can kind of mitigate that a little by opening this guy up. And let's see, we need the radiator blocks. So we're going to need 5 of these. So there's 1. And this will be 2. Wish it gave me the bucket back, but it doesn't, so oh well. Here's number 3. And we're almost there. So again, once we have this, we'll be able to start progressing through the age a little bit more. I really don't know. I know what's next. We need to get nutrient distillation from the vat in order to get into RF tools. But after that, I really don't know what's going to be like the best way to do things. So we need the heavy engineering blocks now. So let's get these. We need 6 recipes of these. So we need 12 of these guys. And that should be everything we need. What am I missing? I'm missing steel. Okay, so we need how much more steel? So we need 4. We need 8 more steel. That should not be too bad. And then I want to see. Let's get that cooking, and then I want to see what all we are missing, if anything. Now this shouldn't take that long to do, and we can actually start getting steel. Learn to this guy. So let's just take a bunch of this coal coke, put it in there, and yeah, this is super fast when we have power. So I don't really care too much about this, but let's see. Okay, all we're missing is the heavy engineering block. So let's go ahead and start building this. And I said we're going to start this right over here. And so pause. That is what the first floor looks like. So it's a generator block with a couple of... So if we move this right here. Alright, so there's that. And then what's after that? It is 3 and then the radiator block. So And is it... Okay, yeah, I have to remember it is a 3x5, so it's not that big of a build. And then I believe the center is the fluid pipes. And this gets built up. And it's storming again. Eventually I'll be able to fix that. So next is a bunch of the engineering block with a redstone block on the side. So something like this. And then 3 generator blocks like so. And then on top it's just a cross, so we just need 4 more of those guys, which is 8 steel, and we should have that or close to it by now. We have 6, so not too bad. We're gonna go ahead and teach this drawer that it is steel, and now steel will actually come out. So once this is done, we'll be able to finish up the generator. Now what do we hit when it's ready? Central generator. Okay, I figured as much. It's so close to being done. And there we go. Cool. So with that taken care of, here's the question. Which side is the output? It's probably the front, or what we have as the front. And then where does the input go? So heavy engineering blocks. There's the last 4. This has been so resource heavy, especially steel, which is basically iron and coal, but it is going to be worth it. So engineer's hammer, and we have a diesel generator. So it looks like input's there, or there, and then output's, where's output at? There should be, oh, output's right at the top. Cool. So here's the thing, we need... Alright, so can I right click this? No. If I feed it energy, will it work? So if I right click on it with the biodiesel, will it work? No. We do need to put a tank, so we're going to need another tank. That's fine, we can get that pretty easily. Do I have any of the... We're going to need a piece of glass. Do I have any iron bars over here? I don't believe I do. Okay, so we'll have to make some iron bars. That's easy enough. We have iron. And so it's like so, I think. No, reversed. There we go, another fluid tank. Because I haven't made enough of these guys. And put that there. And I think we can configure this to push. So does this automatically start or what? And it's 4,000 RF. It's silent at least. I don't hear anything, but that could be bad as well. So let's break this, and let's actually grab these guys as well. And I just want to see, we have the basic capacitor. I want to put him right here. And these guys are 600 RF. So we're going to need the upgraded version of these, which the recipe is 2 energetic alloys and 6 conduits. So can we get that? And I am hungry again. So if we can get that, I think the next tier will be enough. We just need one more of these guys. So I need... let's see. We're going to need a bunch of stuff. some clay, so we can get rid of basically all of this stuff. And I want conduit binder. So we need gravel, wood pulp, which we can get from the sag mill. And we're going to need 4 gravel. And then the center, the CF powder, is 2 sand, a clay, and the small stones. So let's just get some wood pulp. And we'll cook this stuff up as well. So plenty of wood pulp. We should have plenty of the small stones right over here. And that should give us the CF powder and the binder composite. And that will allow us to make, hopefully, what we need. So I'll just let it go. And then this guy can be ground up. And do we have the energetic alloy? That's the only question that I'm not entirely sure the answer to. We have exactly 2. So I'm going to use it. Let's get this stuff in there. And we can make these guys a little bit cheaper, and these guys are 5,000 each. So we do need to have conduits on all 3 of those, and it is loud, but it doesn't start working until we actually do anything. So I don't believe it's going to use power, which is really nice. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move stuff over here, move all the power generation over here, and kind of get things situated a little bit. And then in the next episode, we are going to progress through this age, getting Ender IO set up, and probably looking at the VAT and seeing what we can do about the next age. So that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to continue moving stuff and building areas and all that kind of fun stuff and working on whatever I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!